once you set the wheels in motion, I signed a lease on this space over a year ago, right? And we've been building it out. And you can't, I mean, people do sometimes just walk away from that. But I've committed, I rented an apartment, shipped my car down here. I've been here every single day for the last 6 months or 7 months in here building this place. I can't suddenly say, no, I'm not going to do this. LA is actually a great place because, first of all, the weather is awesome. Number two, the access to fresh produce and food is really good. Number three, I like it here. There's Laxi, the Thai superstore right down there. It's great. There's a lot of good things about this. All the good things that I saw when I came 2 years ago to first start looking are still here. It's just that there's other things that piled on top of it. And frankly, it's going to be very, very difficult to navigate all this stuff. And it's not going to get any easier. It's getting harder and harder as next 3 years are going to be a real test to not just our business, but the restaurant business in general. We're going into a very, very difficult time.
餐館多啊，你餐貴啊，嗰啲唐人有選擇啊，嗰啲個嗰啲墨西哥人都有選擇。你太貴嘅人一定要食，係咪？咩餐都有成條食街，咩餐館都有。
咁你見佢哋裝修咗幾耐㗎？
嗰間1年啦，嗰個10月裝到10月啦，而家開張。
Everybody in the whole restaurant world right now, if you talk to any chef, any owner, ask them what the biggest challenge they have right now, and they'll tell you it's staffing. There aren't enough cooks out there. My normal criteria is somebody who has about 3 years of experience in a kitchen, who shows good knife skills, who can communicate well, hopefully has some experience in Asian food of some sort, Southeast Asian food of some sort, has a good sense of urgency, works quickly, and he just has a good work ethic. And you would think that is just kind of the way it is, but it's not. I mean, it's very, very difficult to find people who are, who want to do this job.
You're going to take a swing with a baseball bat and you keep your wrists rigid, what's going to happen? You're going to go like this. Nothing's going to happen. You've got to let your wrists do the work for you. Okay? Golf, baseball, and using wood and pestle.
Do you have a butcher's knife?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to go get you mine.
Okay.
You can pick up one of these really shitty butcher knives, like a one we can sell for like $8.
I think also because they do everything here. There's a lot of weird ingredients going on. Stuff I've never even seen before we use.
We're just basically trying to get them more efficient, to learn to work cleaner, know their ingredients, know what they're supposed to be doing on the line. I mean, like I said before, basically we are teaching them from scratch here. A lot of the kitchen etiquette and standards that the majority of the line cooks know, some of them don't know at all. So.
So one thing we were thinking about last night, or Cullen and I were discussing towards the end of the night, is running food out to the patio. It makes the most sense to run it out of the back door. The rice is the one that will be a little tricky because we don't have a rice. So they'll have to I'm like, well, do they come back inside and then go back around with the rice?
Hold on. I've already thought about this.
Okay.
They're going to go out the back door, drop the food, go get the rest of it.
So it's 2 trips to the table.
Guys, as you're tasting the food tonight, I want you to be using spoon and fork as your main eating utensils, with the spoon being used to put the food into your mouth, okay? Spoon, please.
Good.
Dig to the bottom of the pile, get some of the juice.
Waiting on the table.
What has gone already?
Anything
cross out what's gone. Cross it all the way out. Okay. And then, okay, do you know where everything this is? Where
we
everything
actually
in here goes?
Yes, but we do have like 2 or 3 spaces that are empty right now.
Shouldn't be. Should be relatively spicy, a little bit salty, and a little bit sweet. Okay. Eat them up. Spoon and fork to eat with when it makes sense. Hands when it doesn't. Or what does it say for black crab?
1 quart.
2 quarts. That's not correct. That's way too much. All right. So make it 1 pint. They're just selling us the outer leaves. That's not a deal. Yes, we're not ordering leaves. By the time you cut it, it's quite dry. You remember the stuff that we get in Portland? So this stuff needs to go dry overnight, uncovered, no plastic. No plastic, just like that. Let it dry. The air movement in the walk-in should dry it out, help it dehydrate it. How much is it? 5. That's 5. The casing looks too big. I think we're getting the wrong casing. Add a little bit. Liquid left over.
Okay.
Should never be liquid left over.
Okay.
And the stuff that I've seen coming out doesn't have enough liquid in it.
So that's what I compared it to. I just compared it to what we had on the line.
No.
So,
Whatever's on the line is not correct.
right, okay. Pork stock right here. I can weigh this out and then take the percentage of this weight to the pork stock.
No.
Based off of all these ratios.
No.
They wouldn't change.
No.
But like,
I promise you it won't work out.
after this experience, I know 100% how to make this recipe.
Okay.
I'm sorry that it was hard.
No, it's okay. And you're 100% sure that some of the ribs didn't end up somewhere else on accident?
Positive.
Cooked ribs.
Yeah, because I started out with spider myself, so I want to teach right.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
7 portions out of this with 15 pounds of ribs, or 17 pounds of ribs, 15 pounds of each one. So either something went wrong and an angel can get 40 out of them, or that's something you can get out of that. The problem that we had was the ribs. Like the ribs, do you run out of ribs generally before you can film all? That makes me feel better. Yeah. You know, like I can say yes, chef, and take stuff like that. It doesn't bother me as long as I know in my heart, like, hey, it's fine.
That was the right answer, though. Learn well, Scotty.
Andy knows both the food of northeastern Thailand really well, and he also knows the palates of Americans, and so he is able to choose the dishes that we can do true to the way they're done there, but that will be exciting and accessible to American customers.
Like a lot of ingredients in a lot of these things, so I don't think it's expected for us to know everything, but we feel like we have to, so that's just kind of one thing. And then also the allergies, getting to know like the ingredients that will have like for people that will have severe allergies, that kind of is a little scary. Yeah, and the pronunciations, like I just said fox salt, and I was like, fox salt. Like just getting used to like seeing the pronunciations differently than what we're used to as English speakers. So
definitely it's the cuisine, just because it's completely, I mean, it's like I grew up eating similar kinds of foods, but still it's completely different. A lot of stuff I've tasted, like I've eaten most of these herbs growing up, and some things I hate some of these herbs, I would never eat it, but then eating it with this, I like it. It completely changes it. So.
Oh, specifically, I would say really wrapping our brains around just the depth of sort of flavors and processes that it goes, the the ingredients, and then the language, the one having, you know, the kind of processing, connecting the Thai language to the American, you know, sort of English, and kind of like having the brain connect those dots, like, and a synapse. That's been pretty, you know, that's probably been the toughest for most of us.
Going off of what he said, it's just digesting the menu. Like, there's so many different dishes that have similar ingredients, but at different ratios, so it's kind of hard to, I guess in a way, really visualize it when you don't smell food, but right now it's all really coming together the 2 weeks that we've been doing this for. It's just been pretty tough trying to get everything together, but hopefully it comes all together in a couple of weeks afterwards we open.
It's a lot harder just like reading it on a piece of paper than having actually have someone like pronounce it and say it. Yeah, and I don't know, it's pretty tough. It's a lot harder than like any other server job I've had because it's in Thai, so it's like learning completely different vocabulary and like different ingredients and things like that that we're not necessarily familiar with. I think we've both made like big study guides and we're like going over it and over again.
He's a very, very intense, particular person. He knows what he wants to have happen, and he doesn't want it any other way. And he's intimidating, he's powerful, and at the same time, he's a large man, and people kind of do cave underneath him. It's a little bit intimidating. After working with him, you know, for the last few months very, very closely, you gain a lot of respect for the things he really does know. You know, sometimes he says things and you'll be like, all right, I don't know if that's right, or maybe he's just being Andy, but then sometimes you just check on it, and most of the time he turns out being right.
They probably think I'm a fucking asshole right now. But, you know, later on they'll probably find out that I'm less of an asshole than they thought I was.
My end goal, though, it would be cool to have a place, like to have a restaurant. After seeing this restaurant open and how much work goes into it, I think some of those goals are being reevaluated.
I think that we have a lot of expectations of our crew. We have very high standards at which we want the food to go out, but we have a relatively laid back, you know, we're not a brigade. I don't make people say yes chef, they're saying it by themselves. I prefer not to be called chef. And you know, the kind of food we're doing it's really unique.
You got to do everything, huh?
Just doing this for the last 6 months. I guess there's no point in stopping now, right?
Right out of that corner. Right out of the corner, right there, the corner of the duck.
Dream? My dream is to open my own restaurant. Yeah, and I want to be the chef in my own restaurant. Yeah, I don't know what kind of restaurant yet, but I want to own my own restaurant someday. Yeah, a small, tiny restaurant, just like Andy Ricker when he started. It's kind of like that. So.
Both from reputation and from knowing the environment of the overall restaurant, I'd say that he knows what he's doing and makes sure that things are done right and things that, quality and standards are always maintained and that the food is going to be delicious. I actually went to Hok Hok in Houston about a year ago. I was on my honeymoon and it was my favorite meal that I had there, so I've been waiting for Hok Hok to get me out.
The time that I've been around Andy, just putting full attention and trying to pick everything up that I can. I'm excited.
Is he a little bit intimidating? Is he friendly?
Oh, of course, man. He's the man. It's like Kobe walking in.
90-minute ticket times. It's about the longest ticket time I've ever seen Hok Hok produce.
We have a very green crew, so a lot of the normal standards that you think line cooks kind of just know like the back of their hand, they don't know.
A little nervous. More than a little, probably. I want to be about 6 months smarter about everything about this place. I'd love for the staff to be 3 months more comfortable with everything that we're doing. We just don't have that luxury right now. So.
I haven't even fired 63 yet. Guys, we wait until you hear the words pickup. Alright, I'm sorry, I'm going to step in for a minute. Guys. I'm picking up right now 1 papaya salad, 1 jaw pakad, 1 boar collar, 1 duck log, 1 spicy wings, 1 reggae wings. Copy, please. Fire, a gin coupe. Fire steak salad. Do not put them in the window. When I say fire, I mean get them ready to go. Okay?
So instead of like calling out every dish on the ticket, we're going to say pick up table 57 at 10 after the hour.
I'm going to have to look at your ticket and know what's on your station.
Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Any questions?
When the expediter calls out the table number, he may also be calling out for specific dishes on that table. If you're dragging it, you got to tell them because everybody else is counting on you. If it comes up that you're 10 minutes out and it's time to put the dish up and you look down and you're 4 minutes out still, you got to pipe up. All right? Because we have to make a decision whether we're going to hold or whether we're going to send food out without the food that you guys are working on. Okay? Vital communication is the key to everything here. You got to talk to each other. All right?